Hey everyone, welcome back with another session of geography. So we'll continue the same chapter, that is major crops. Now, in the previous sessions we have already discussed about the different types of crops and food crops, commercial crops, plantation crops. Alright. So today our first topic of discussion that we have, that is fiber crops. Now, when we talk about these fiber crops are those crops that provide us with fiber, which is converted into yarn for making cloth and other useful items. So all this comes under fiber crops. Alright. So first thing that we have, that is cotton. Now, cotton is the most important fiber crop. Alright. Now, cotton provides raw material for the textile industries, and its seeds are also used for extracting oil. Okay. Now, the quality of raw cotton depends upon the length of the fiber. Alright. It can be short staple, medium staple, and long staple. So basically, there are three types of length. Alright. Short, medium, and long. Now, the best among them is the long staple. Okay, the best one is the long staple. Now, the cultivation of cotton requires, let's see what are those. First one we have, that is high temperatures between 25 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius during the growing period. Okay, so this is the temperature, that is around 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. Now, rainfall. So rainfall ranging from 60 to 100 centimeter with frequent showers. This is also there. And of course, a prolonged frost-free period of around 200 days. This is also required. Frost-free period we need around 200 days. Alright, clear and sunny weather during the time of ripening of the cotton balls. And the most important, that is well-drained black soil. Alright, so these are all the requirements for the cultivation of cotton. Now, as we see, the long staple that we have, it's grown in Egypt, Sudan, Peru, and USA. And if you see the medium staple, now the medium staple is grown in Brazil and Argentina. And we have the short one, so the short staple is grown in China. So all the three varieties, if you see, all these three varieties are found in India. Alright, so we have all these three varieties. Now, if we see in India, Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Andhra Pradesh, these are the states where cotton is mostly grown. Okay, so these are the things. Now, next we have, that is jute. Now, if we see this jute is also known as the golden fiber. Alright, it is also known as the golden fiber. Now, the jute fiber is removed from the stalks of the plants. Alright, these are removed from the stalks of the plants. Now, jute is mostly used for making packaging material. These are used for making packaging materials. Now, if we see, for example, the cultivation of jute requires first, hot and wet climate. Second, temperature of more than 25 degrees Celsius. Rainfall, it's over 150 centimeter we require. And of course, fertile alluvial soil of flood plains and deltas. Along with all this, a large number of laborers. So these are all the requirements for the cultivation of jute. Now, if we see, India is the largest producer of jute in the whole world, followed by Bangladesh. And along with them, other countries that produce jute are Thailand, Malaysia, Myanmar, Uzbekistan, China, Nepal, and Brazil. Now, if we see in India, jute is basically cultivated in West Bengal, the mostly Bihar, Assam, Orissa, and Andhra Pradesh. So these are the states where jute is mostly grown. Okay. Now, these are all the examples that we have about the fiber crops. So next kind of crop that we have, that is the beverage crops. Now, what are these beverage crops? A beverage crop is a crop which produces a potable beverage other than water. It's kind of a drink actually. So we have tea and coffee. So tea and coffee comes under these beverage crops. Okay. So first we have, that is tea. Yes, we all know tea is one of the most popular beverages throughout the world. It's not only in India, everywhere. Okay, now tea is prepared from the leaves of a tropical shrub, which basically grown on the hill slopes. Alright, now the tea plants are pruned regularly for easy plucking. Alright, now the workers have to pluck two tender leaves and a bud from each stem. Okay, now tea comes basically in many flavors. Like proper rolling, fermenting, and blending contribute to the variety in flavors. Okay, so all these are really essential for the variety in flavors. Now, if we see the cultivation of tree requires, so what are the requirements? First, sloping land so that water drains. Yes, this is the most important thing, that is for we need a sloping land. So that's why you can see all the tea gardens are in the hill areas. Of course, we have in our doors also, but we need basically the sloping land. Alright. Now, along with all this, temperatures of about 25 degrees Celsius. Temperature we need around 25 degrees Celsius. Now, along with all the well-distributed annual rainfall of about 250 centimeter, well-drained fertile soil, and shade from direct sunlight. Now, why this shade from direct sunlight? For these large trees are grown along with the tea plants. Alright. Large trees are grown along with the tea plants so that they get the shade from the direct sunlight. Alright. These are the things. Now the largest tea producer is China, and secondly we have that is India. Alright. Now along with all them other countries such as Sri Lanka, Kenya, Japan, Indonesia and Bangladesh, they also grow tea in their country. Now if we see in India, tea is basically grown on large tea estates on the hill slopes of Darjeeling, Assam, Munnar, Kangra and Nilgiri. Alright, so in these states, these areas we get this tree is largely grown. Okay, these are all the things. Now next we have that is coffee. Now like tea, coffee is also a popular beverage. Okay, now coffee is basically cultivated for its beans. Alright, now the coffee beans are roasted and ground for brewing. Coffee beans are roasted and ground for brewing. Now it's cultivated on the lower hill slopes of the tropical regions. It's cultivated on the lower hill slopes of the tropical regions. Now there are three main varieties of coffee plants. Alright, first we have Arabica, second we have Liberica, and third we have Robusta. So these are the three varieties of coffee. Alright. Now the cultivation of coffee requires temperature between 14 degrees Celsius and 26 degrees Celsius. If you see rainfall ranging from 150 to 250 centimeter. Along with all them, well-drained loamy soil with high humus is required, and here also shade from direct sunlight is required. And now for this, large trees are grown along with the coffee plants as it was done for the tea plants. Alright, so these are all the things. Now Brazil is the largest producer and exporter of coffee in the whole world. And other than that, other coffee producing countries are Colombia, Vietnam, Indonesia, Ethiopia, India, Angola, Mexico and East Africa. Now if you see the USA is the largest importer of coffee in the whole world. Alright, and if you see in India, coffee is mostly grown in Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Alright, so these are all the informations about the fiber crops and the beverage crops. So that's it for now. Until the next time, bye bye.